Hit him with a 3 count. Pin him to the ground and the crowd go wild, man down, know what y'all like. Hit him with a 3 count. On the top row, crowd already know how I fly him to the.
Yo, it's your boy, your cousin, your nephew. It's the Capital Region's best kept secret and the Dawn of the Mid-Atlantic and the host of the hottest. Well, you know what? I got to give it credit. It's probably the second hottest wrestling podcast on the 3 Count podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host, Chaz Evans, and you're checking out Chaz and Friends. Let me introduce to you my friend. All right, ladies and gentlemen, he is the residential supervillain. All right, he's the Dark Lord, the Dark Goat. All right, if I could compare him to a supervillain that that's very, very, very of his liking, I would compare him to Master Xehanort from Kingdom Hearts, or maybe Trigon from Teen Titans. Maybe I feel there's a little Slade from Teen Titans too. But ladies and gentlemen,
whoa. See, unfortunately, there's somebody that's ruined that for me.
You're right. Anyway, on that note,
be doing that.
On that note, let's go. Look, Triple H. Let's only focus on the positives, ladies and gentlemen. All right, he right there is the host of the hottest show on the 3 Count podcast. All right, the Villains Lounge, our late night news show for our East Coast listeners. All right, the rest of y'all, live on the West Coast.
Early evening
talk show,
mid evening.
Yeah. So the Villains Lounge, ladies and gentlemen, he is Damien Fatal.
What it do? Sorry that I didn't give y'all an episode yesterday. I do have a life, so y'all can kiss my ass. But who knows? I might get on later on today and give y'all one tonight. So we'll see how I feel.
Whoa, a double dose of Damien? Wow, double dose.
Yeah, you might.
Triple D?
Yeah.
Double dose of Damien. As you can see, y'all, there's no Red Dog. He called out sick. Like, legit. He was on the phone with me and then went, yeah, I'm not coming on the show. So that happened.
It'd be like that sometimes.
So then we all decided, well, we're going to run the show late. It's Black History Month. We run on CP time.
It happens.
Exactly. You know what? Actually, this has happened now. This is like, the third time during the month of February where Cliff just calls out and it's just you and me. And it becomes a very, very, very black show.
I got nothing.
I got something for you. I got something. Follow us. Before we get any further, follow us at all your favorite social media platforms. 3 Count Pod. All right, on everything besides Twitter. All right, that's 3 Count _pod. So make sure you follow us there. Make sure you follow us because you can participate in today's show. All right, with Damien's Dumbass of the Week. I cannot wait for that. Also, make sure you hit that subscribe button on YouTube and hit that like button because the like button actually is really important because it helps makes this video on the algorithm so people can actually watch it. So if you like this, like it so that someone else can watch it and they can see it. So definitely hit that like button and my Facebookers, the Facebook people crowd, hit that like button on our Facebook page, the 3 Count Podcast. Audio podcast listeners, hit that subscribe button. We're on your favorite audio podcast platform, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. Google Podcasts is not a thing anymore, but yeah, we're on Amazon Music. We're on iHeartRadio. Listen, if it's audio, we're there. Hit that subscribe button. Share this with your friend. Let's get down to it. Also, make sure you watch the Villains Lounge. Make sure I want to plug that. All right, watch the Villains Lounge. You might get one tonight, but you'll definitely have one tomorrow night.
Oh, definitely tomorrow night.
Yeah, you definitely have one tomorrow night. You might get one tonight, so definitely check that out. Pretty much, for the most part, every night you'll around like the 8-9 is when it's been coming out of.
Yeah. It depends.
Check it out. Make sure you hit that bell button so you know for specifically when it drops. So hit that bell button on YouTube. And check out the Villains Lounge. Also check out Red Dog Show, Now Into the Ring. I had the list of who was coming up. And I don't know where it's at. So
he lost it.
Just be on the lookout every Tuesday and Thursday. A new interview drops. So
and the next Saturday.
Yes,
is
next Saturday. You're
that
right.
Elimination Chamber from Perth, Australia, and we're doing that watch along. And
Yeah,
well,
so I'll be
so
with us. We're gonna get up early, and it sucks for you because it's
true. I want to say that the pre-show. It looks like on my time it starts at 2 a.m. is what I'm looking at right now, which means 4 a.m. East Coast. We'll probably get on probably about 4:30 y'all time.
yeah. Look, we'll be on before the show starts. That's just
Yeah. It might be 5 minutes before.
might be. It might be. I'm gonna try to prepare, make sure I have everything set up the night before, so
Yeah,
when I
same
wake
here.
up, my alarm for like 30 minutes before the show starts, I can just have my coffee ready.
It's gonna be.
Put my Eggo waffle in there and be like, all right, you go.
Yeah,
If I'm still in my Batman pajamas, all right, like don't question it.
I probably will not be getting too much dress either. I'm going out probably a couple of hours
I'll put my
before I get
Cody shirt
coffee.
on, finish the story. We want Cody. I'll put that on, but
it's gonna be fun though.
It's gonna be fun. I can't wait. Definitely, it's definitely gonna be fun. The Royal Rumble, watching it was like, oh, I wish I was on there. So I can't wait to see. You never know who's gonna be on there. All right, I'm on there. All right, I can confirm you that I will be on there. I know Damien's gonna be on there.
So, of course. You never know who else might.
You never know who else might show up. So definitely be there next Saturday before Elimination Chamber. I'm not gonna put a time when I make the flyer in the post. It's just gonna say before the show starts. So definitely be on the lookout for that. Let's get to it. Temp check. Let's get to it. Let's start there. Temp check.
Well, okay, Chris Jericho, sorry. Anybody's been colder than him. So unless he gets injured, that's the only way he'll become my hottest wrestler of the week. Just want to put that out there. Like if he goes away, I'll give it to him. There you go. He'll get the hottest wrestler. Until then, he will always be the coldest.
I thought about you. I thought about you earlier. So I see the post. It was actually funny. I'll give it credit. It was funny, and it said, excuse me. It said. Now I'm thinking about it. It's still funny. I'm gonna go back and find it and send it to you because you gotta actually see the pictures. But it said, "Hey, psych her out. Tell her you look like Chris Jericho, but not which version." And it had Jericho from in the beginning of WCW. Jericho when he first debuted on Raw, Jericho when he came back with the shortcut, and then Jericho now. And I went and I was like, Damien's legitimately right. Like he's not fat, and it's like, yes, he's put on some muscle. Like he's put on some muscle with the weight. Like I'm not gonna discredit.
Exactly.
He's gotten muscle. He put muscle on too. But he's fat.
Dude, now he is kind of chunky monkey. Let's call it what it is.
Oh,
the man sporting a muffin top.
Oh my gosh! And I saw that and I was like, that is so hilarious. I was like, yeah, I'm definitely Jericho when he came back from Raw with the shortcut. I was like, yeah, we'll use that one. That's the nice mid version of Jericho where it's like, yeah, you had something here and.
Yeah. He was in actually pretty decent shape then.
He was. No, he was. He absolutely was. Man, listen, being a rock star does that to you. I heard.
If you can call him that, but okay. Anyway, my hottest wrestler of the week, the Bloodline.
Oh, buddy,
the new and improved Bloodline. There you go.
Oh, I can't wait to talk. I can't wait. I knew we were going. I knew we were going. I knew it.
You should have known.
I did know, and I thought I had backup today. We talked about it. We were on the road. Me and Cliff were talking about it yesterday on the road. I was like, yeah, I want to talk about it. Like, cause I didn't, we'll get there.
Yeah, I get you.
My hottest wrestler. Going into this week, it was hard. It was hard. I'm gonna give him 1A, 1B because I'm gonna give I'm like Cliff now. I want to give him. I was at Next Up this last night. I want to give a one up. You know what? 1A, 1B, and 1C. Shout out. So my 1C hottest wrestler is Mr. Amazing. He won his first championship last night, and my 1B is Victor Walker. He won his singles title last night at Next Up as well. And my 1A is it's going to Logan Paul.
I can feel that. That match was pretty. All of it. All of it. I'll say all of it. Like the lead, like the stuff he did backstage.
Yeah, I was about to say
even the
lead-in. Yes,
even the week before, like him complaining that he's got to qualify. Dude,
correct.
I don't know if he's leaning into that natural healness.
Exactly, and that's why I want to say I got to give it to him. Logan's the type of guy. He's that guy that's I hate to call him a celebrity, but he's that outside guy that comes in and just he's a natural, and I find myself just enjoying his work. Might not like him as a person, but I do like his work, and he's working. So my hottest is definitely Logan Paul. My coldest wrestler. My coldest wrestler is Darby Allin.
Oh, I can see that though. That's the bad part. You know what
I feel like every time Darby's doing something, I'm always like, It's just, I'll be happy. Look, I'm glad they're giving Sting the proper send off, and this is probably as big as you get. As far as things is concerned, doing it his way and whatnot. Despite feelings of the Young Bucks and whatnot, his thing with Darby, that's been a thing. And so them facing the Young Bucks in this final match, I get it. So take that away. I'm just ready for it to be over.
Well, because he's just doing nothing. He really isn't doing much of anything.
Let's just get old. Like the match is why. Don't get me wrong. The match will probably be good. Like crazy enough, some of those Sting matches have been. I'll say this. Some of them have been bearable to watch, and he has definitely proved a lot of people wrong. So it's not like he can't work and he can't still go because he definitely can. He's doing stuff that he shouldn't be doing and surviving it and still getting up like it ain't nothing, which is still insane to do.
It's scary.
It's exactly scary, but I feel more confident watching Sting jump off of the stage through a table than Ric Flair.
Oh, well, yeah, hands down. But that ladder.
That's all that needs to be said.
That ladder. When he climbed that ladder on the inside of the ring. And jumped to the outside of the table. I think that was the worst one. That one still haunts me in my darkest, coldest dreams.
I agree.
I guess nightmares, really. I guess they really aren't dreams.
I mean, I guess. But yeah, that's my coldest wrestler. Let us know your hottest and coldest wrestler. Hashtag temp check on Twitter right there, 3count_pod. Let us know. Hit it in the chat, and we'll bring those up after we get into our first debate topic, which has been changed. All right. Despite the publicity, despite what we put out there, it is not Tommy Dreamer, okay? And we'll put out there, it's not Tommy Dreamer. We were wrong, okay? All right, despite the rumors. All right, Tommy Dreamer is not. All right, this was reported earlier I think it was today?
Yesterday.
Yesterday. Yeah, this episode the 16th. So this is reported yesterday. Sean
Ross Sapp is
Sean Ross Sapp reported, that Tommy Dreamer is not the head of creative in TNA. So it was reported that Tommy Dreamer was to be the head of creative in TNA. That's not true. So our debate topic is not whether if Tommy Dreamer is the best fit to be in charge of TNA creative. The top what we're going to do is we're going to tell you who it is. It's the creative team that they have that includes Robert Evans, R.D. Evans, Hunter Johnson, who is Delirious, and Tommy Dreamer. They will be supported by Gail Kim and Jorge Barbosa. Ariel Shiner is overseeing all the content and will be working closely with the TNA president on all of the talent / creative decisions. So what we're gonna see is this team a good fit for TNA creative? What you got, Damien?
Well, from my understanding, I believe that the team that is in place right now might have been what D'Amore was working with from Jump, is what it sounds like to me.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I remember correctly, I believe Delirious has always been a part of the creative.
Yes.
I'm not sure about Evans. It possibly, and I know Gail Kim had some her hand in some of the creative, especially for the knockouts, and so did Tommy too.
Yes,
is why he's been there for so long.
Correct.
So I feel like this is the team that was in place with Scott D'Amore, and if that's the case, then they were very smart in keeping the team together and making sure that it still has somewhat of a functioning system that it had before.
Yeah.
So I mean they might be fine. It's a question is I see who they answer to, and whoever this Ariel person is, I'm not sure if it's a male or female, so I don't want to be that guy. And mess up their pronouns. But you know what? We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see what happens, and we'll find out if they regret firing Scott.
Guess what? They should. They should. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna look. And you know what? You might be right, brother. You might be right. That might have been like the team that's been working with with Scott from Jump, and that's fine. But when you cut the snake from the head, what happens?
Yeah, no, it shit does. Usually.
Alrighty then. No, I don't. This shouldn't.
usually, it depends on the snake too.
Usually, but 9 times out of 10, lights out. It's over with. Finito. All right, in the arms of the angel. That is what we need to be singing. That should be the new TNA Impact theme song. It needs to be that, and just show all the highlights of what Scott has done, because it's what we could have had and what we were supposed to have. Look, being for real now. I will say this: if it was just Tommy Dreamer, when the first news came out about Tommy Dreamer, I said, "Oh, looks like we're going back into the dark ages." Because I don't, as far as even though the stuff that Tommy has his hand in has not all been bad, and all of it hasn't been good, and it is what it is. And Tommy is the first to admit that. He said it. He's even said it on the air on Busted Open.
Yeah,
that stuff like he's like, yeah, I goofed, I effed up. So, there's that. Now, I do think that there are probably maybe too many hands in the kitchen. And whereas now that you don't have Scott D'Amore as that head of like who can, steer the ship, everyone focus on what they're focusing on. I feel like things are going to get muddled. And it sucks because TNA's got a stacked roster. TNA's roster, if you really look at it, when I was watching TNA, I went, why is this roster so stacked?
They have a very talented,
nice
stack, and it's not even like overcrowded either.
No, it's not overcrowded. It's not overcrowded. When I want to use the term stack, I mean like the level of talent is like for my Dragon Ball Z nerds, it's over 9,000.
Well, because they pretty much got pretty much anybody on that roster could be a main event talent, whether it's male or female.
Yeah,
so there is no bottom.
Correct. There, yeah. So I am a firm. I'm a stand on it. I just like it's bad. It's a bad move. That does not make me confident coming forward on the next tapings. I've been enjoying. Look.
Jeez.
I've been these past couple of TNA shows have been bomb. Let me tell you something. ABC versus Grizzle Young Vets.
Oh yeah, that's the best of 3 series.
Oh my goodness. They should have made it a best of 10, a best of 12. I don't care. The 4 of them could wrestle and tussle every week. I'd be fine. I'd be a happy tag team wrestling fan. Everything's just been great. And now I'm like, oh buddy, here we go. Well, these next set of tapings, let's see what happens. I'll just say I'm holding my breath.
I guess we'll see.
And it sucks because, like, you know, I'm a TNA kid.
It sucks.
I'm a TNA kid. Like low key, you know, I was there, dude. I was there with the Dark Ages. I stuck it out. I was there until like halfway through Hogan. Then I said, no, I'm sorry.
When they moved to Monday nights is when I was like, yeah, I'm done.
I tried. I caught the replay. I caught it.
No, I saw the first one, and that's when like I said, it was one of those. It was like, why are you doing this, man?
Yeah.
Are you trying to be that guy?
Yeah, it was.
Hogan and Bischoff.
Let's see what the folks are saying. The comment section is blowing up over here.
Yeah, it's blowing up. We get all kinds of stuff.
Let's see. Chaz, you should have invited me on. LOL. No.
Wow.
See here. Gentlemen, Mr. Golden.
What's going on, sir?
I know you hate me and all, but we can make amends. Listen.
This is Anthony.
I'm Shawn Michaels and you're Bret Hart, but we're never going to bury the hatchet on Monday Night Raw.
At least you didn't call him Marty Jannetty. So
I wouldn't. No, that would assume that we had success as a team.
Oh.
He would be the Titus O'Neil to my Darren Young.
Oh, wow.
Anyway, coldest wrestler, Bronson Reed. Who did he piss off? You know, I was thinking the same thing. I thought the same thing. I thought he was winning. I really did.
Yeah, I thought he was going to win, too.
I thought he was going to win. Because he was always in the chamber. But I guess, you know, hey. Somebody's got to lose, right?
That's
Somebody's got to lose. Ric Flair was 127 years old when he fought Rocky.
Ooh.
Let's be friends again, Chaz. There's a reason why it's called Chaz.
By the way.
Well, you know what? I like that one, Damien. Hashtag Chaz and Lou again. You know what? If you get a shirt that says that and you come on this show, I'll think about it. I choose the Dark Lord as the new head of TNA because no one knows more about T and A than Dark. Oh my goodness.
No, I ain't mad about that. What up, Cuzzo?
Run me my match, Cuzzo. Evening. What's up, Keith?
What it do?
Is it better to star on TNA or mid-card or WWE, especially when it comes to money? Well, I think when it comes to money, I think there's nothing. When it comes to money, I don't think there's anything but the E. Besides, I mean.
Oh no! If you want to go and get injured in your first debut match and get paid for about 6 to 12 months to do nothing, sign to AEW.
Oh my gosh!
Oh come on! You know I had to do the old Soul Train Awards Death Row thing.
Let's see here.
You're sick and tired of these producer dancing in the videos. Let me stop.
That's crazy. You're wild.
Yo, that was the great dude. You don't understand. I was young as hell when I saw that and about lost my mind. Oh, that Soul Train was the whole thing. From Suge going up there putting Puffy on blast to to Snoop Dogg asking the East Coast, "You don't love Snoop Dogg and Death Row."
I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen that.
To Big, just like, you know what, fuck these niggas. I'm here to have fun and party. So it was nuts. It was nuts. I can only imagine what it was backstage.
To be a fly on the wall back then,
right?
To be
yeah, I know this is wrestling, fellas, but that was
I realized that too. Like, yeah. All right, well then let's get back to wrestling. Let's go with the favorite segment in all of 3 count segments. I like
all
the
right, so what's my dumbass of the week? Who was really? I mean, besides Chris Jericho, was it this week or was that last week? That horrible match he had. Poor.
I wasn't.
Poor. I can't even say his name. See, can't even say the poor guy's name correctly. Yeah, that's it. Takeshita. That poor sap. God, Jericho for sure. You know, Tony has been staying under the radar lately.
Did you? Did you see?
Oh God, what'd he do now?
It was. It's not that. It's not that bad. It was a clip I saw actually today. I think he was at Pro. I think it was Pro Revolver. I think it was him. It looked like I forgot who. It looked like Darby was with him.
Oh, that picture with Darby and
he was liking the crowd. He was going. He was like barking out or whatever. Yeah,
and the other two look like they're like, "Why are we here?"
Yeah, like
yeah. I saw that.
Yeah, but yeah. Other than that, now Tony's been good.
This is a good one right here. He's right. Sammy Guevara. I totally forgot about that bullshit. I think he got it out for the Hardys. Saying it right here. I'm saying it right now. There is no reason that it should take a couple of years between hurting each brother. Like, how you gonna hurt both brothers in like a 2-3 year period?
Yeah, I'm not gonna hurt
both. How you get both? How do you get both? So yeah, Sammy for not knowing how to jump off the top rope. Really bad at that. Just really bad. Mr. Golden says Velveteen Dream. I heard that he got booked.
He did in Albany, New York. As a surprise, he was nobody there. No one knew. He wasn't advertised. He was a runner.
He's running. Okay. Did they pop?
From what I heard, it was not very receptive. I'm not. Like I said, don't count my sources on that one.
No, I know we won't be booking them then. All right. So, I think I'm gonna have to go with Sammy. I think I'm gonna definitely have to go with Jericho on GP alone, and I don't know if anybody. I think everybody's been.
So all right. So Jericho, Tony Khan, Sammy Guevara, Velveteen Dream.
All right, that's what we'll put on there. We'll see what we get out of that mixture.
Cool. All right. So definitely go to our Twitter page, 3count_pod. Who should be Damien's dumbass of the week? Chris Jericho, Tony Khan, Sammy Guevara, and Text the Team Dream. I forgot that's his name.
Hey, Cliff's in the comments.
He's in the comments, not on the show.
He said Sammy 2, Hardy 0.
He's wild. Nah, he's wild.
Mr. Golden said, "Hey, the Red Dog," and then Mr. Golden says, "Alcohol 15, Hardy 0."
Oh my God!
Oh no, it's getting ready to get crazier after this one. Cliff said, "Hey, Mr. Golden," and then Mr. Golden follows up with Drugs 25, Hardy 0.
All right, debate topic number 2.
Oh, rock for that shirt. I hated it too, Cliff. Oh, I hated that shirt so bad. It looked like something from the goddamn 2000s that he cut the sleeves off of. Knowing that thing is probably worth more than both of my cars and everything in my room combined. That piece of fabric was probably so fucking expensive, but it was so ugly. You know what? You might have to put put him on that list too. Add him to the list for wearing that goddamn shirt.
Wait a minute. We've already had people vote.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Add him anyway.
I can't. I would have to delete it.
Darn it. Never mind then.
I'll have to delete it and redo it. Look, the podcast doesn't make enough money to have Twitter blue.
All right, I got
We don't have a blue check mark. We can't edit tweets.
All right, look. Then what I'm gonna do is we'll save it for next week. We'll put a pin in it because that shirt was hideous.
You know what? You're right. Because guess what? He may show up next week. No, he may show up on what you call it, Elimination Chamber with another Versace vest.
Oh, he better not.
Oh my gosh. And he never got in trouble for that joint either.
Hey, look, you gotta let stuff fly. That shirt has seen better days. Cliff.
He never got in trouble for that, which is crazy.
Like the 90s where it belongs. that fucking shirt was horrible. And what we're talking about is Mr. Golden basically said that Chris Idol got away with wearing the Boots to Asses shirt in school.
He did. I'm a witness.
He said he thought it was cool, but I told him to be careful.
Yeah, he never got never got in trouble. Never.
Look, I don't get in trouble for wearing I don't give a rat's ass to work.
Oh, you do it really?
Oh yeah, I wear that shit. I wear it all the fucking time.
No. See, I work with kids. I can't do that. I can't we have the the 3-headed. I call it the 3-headed thugs shirt. Has the ignorant as, and I have the one that's censored. Even I can't do that.
No. Yeah, I don't care. You got to remember.
No, I work at school.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck if I work with kids or not.
Well, that's where we.
Yeah, this is why I don't work with fucking children.
That's exactly why. And that's what I'm going to use that as a segue to talk about. What do you think was better? Which I think will be which will be cool. Was the Ruthless Aggression era better than the Attitude era? I put a tweet out, and the reason why I made this, I'm going to do this on the air. I'm going to do it with you. I wanted to do it with Cliff, but he decided to be in the comments, so we'll see his comments. So I put a tweet out a couple weeks ago that kind of went viral. And it was a picture of the roster, the SmackDown and Raw roster, from the Ruthless Aggression era, and I put the tweet, and I said this era was better than the Attitude era. And this tweet got viral. Everyone put their 2 cents in. I had people told me I was smoking crack. I had people told me saying that, you know what, glad somebody actually finally spoke truth. I had someone tell me I'm an idiot. I had someone put a bunch of cat emojis on it. Everyone has their opinions about it, and this is when it made me thought, why don't we talk about this? Let's see. And I'm curious to see what everyone else thinks on this too, because these are 2 very, very significant eras in wrestling that happened in the past 30 years, and which both had their significant moments in their own right. But now that we've been further, we've moved away from at least think the Ruthless Aggression era to look at it in its totality, especially having the PG era, right afterwards, and we can really look at it in its totality. So, what do we think? Ruthless Aggression era, was it better than the Attitude era? Damien, what you got for me?
Okay, so
you know what? Guess what? Here you go. You got the floor.
All right, so I was a part of both. You gotta remember.
Right, exactly.
So, the Attitude era started. I was a teenager, but God, they're so different though. So the Attitude era was more of that. We're gonna throw whatever the fuck sticks at the wall and see if it sticks at the wall. If it does, it does. If it don't. We're just going out there and having fun and making fucking money. We don't know if we're going to be open tomorrow. That's legitly what the the Attitude Era was. It was like the Wild fucking West. It was like we're trying to survive day by day because they were, getting, for lack of better terms, attacked by WCW. WCW is firing those shots, and they were like direct fucking hits for, what was it, 80 some weeks or something?
Weeks.
Yeah, so
you can check out Eric Bischoff's podcast,
right?
82 weeks. Free plug for him.
So, like, you know what I mean? So, like, it was a little different. That the Ruthless Aggression, it was toned down compared to the Attitude Era. They didn't have to be so extreme. They were making more money, getting more revenue, and kind of steering more towards that family friendly, to where we're pretty much where we're at now. Like, that was the transitioning from crazy lawlessness to what we have today. So the fact that WWE could still take that popularity from what they were doing before in the Attitude Era and still carry it over into the Ruthless Aggression Era and make it like something, you can't have one without the other. And in my opinion, it only gets better. So I'm gonna have to pick the Ruthless Aggression Era. People are probably gonna think I'm on something.
I'm prepared to argue against you for the Attitude Era.
I'm gonna have to, dude. You gotta think about what they were able to do.
You swerved me, and I was prepared. Like I had notes. Like I had notes. That's why I put you on solo, because I didn't want people looking at me take these notes.
I get it, but like, really, when it comes down to it, you can't have one without the other.
That is very true. That is very true. So what I was going to say, and which you touched on it as well, like, the Ruthless Aggression Era is the reason why we're here where we are. Like, let's be for real. Let's be for real. As much as the Attitude Era is glorified, like, yeah, they couldn't be there, Attitude Era did this. Yes, that is fact. Attitude Era got it public. The Attitude Era got into the stock exchange.
Yep.
But the Ruthless Aggression Era is what took it worldwide, made it what it is. It made WWE the brand. It made it its own.
And it did.
And it's all, and that's what that Ruthless Aggression is. That's what that launched. Through that, because of that, that's why wrestling got that popularity of it had its own network before streaming. WWE Network was streaming before streaming was a big thing.
Yep.
It like pay-per-view. They've always had their finger on the pulse of what, as far as technology and how getting media towards viewers. They've always been the pulse on that. So in that Ruthless Aggression Era, you got the biggest star, period, since Hulk Hogan. And John Cena. And then now looking at John Cena 20-something years later, look at John Cena now. I had this conversation the day after church, which is why it's crazy that we're talking about this. He even and this is a grown older man. And, he goes crazy. Look at John Cena, man. I remember he came out there. I didn't like John Cena, it was Stone Cold, but man, John Cena, who would have thought? He took that play, he took WWE to somewhere, some way beyond what we could have ever thought. And it's facts. I grew up on the Ruthless Aggression Era. That's just my very first fond memories of wrestling is Eddie Guerrero, Finlay, and Hornswoggle. Like that's like my mom was big on notes, 8 o'clock. It was bedtime. Raw came on at the time at 9. Sometimes I got to catch a little bit, the opening promo, but I didn't get to watch Raw growing up. So I always watched SmackDown. So I grew up as a SmackDown kid. I was the Ruthless Aggression Era. I watched John Cena in front of my eyes. Okay. John Cena was my guy until I became a teenager, which was the PG era.
And then you had to hate on him, like everybody.
And then I had to hate on him. So And like I've watched, I haven't, like you've lived through the Attitude Era, so you have that. You lived through both. I've only watched, clips and periods of blocks of during the Attitude Era. And so even then, I look at some of the stuff. Like I watched the whole build from Stone Cold and Rock, the very first one from Royal Rumble all the way up. I did that whole. I watched that whole complete. Right. And even then, I look and you compare that. I think the next best thing in the Ruthless Aggression Era, you compare that to, would be of a Triple H and Batista. And I feel like that is a good comparison of the two. And in that era, and I would go, well, I kind of like Batista. Like that whole build was kind of a little bit better than it. It's like I think some of the stories were better, the matches were better. It was like you said it was the Wild Wild West, right? And they had fun. True, exactly. And it was. But I think they had the Wild Wild West, and they turned that into the Ruthless Aggression Era, which was controlled chaos.
Exactly,
because they had the two brands, right? And they had them separate, and you had each other. There was that in company rivalry. Like you want to do better than Raw, you want to do better than SmackDown. So I think that's why I for me I was like, you got to go with the Ruthless Aggression Era. I mean, and then you just think of the names during that era who were hot. I said a couple, Eddie Guerrero, all right, JBL, John Cena, Batista, Randy Orton. We're getting Prime Orton, okay, Prime Orton. And that's Prime Orton was also towards the tail into right into the PG era, but still like Edge and Lita, that whole feud. Like I just don't. I just can't see how looking back on both, and it's just as far as in their totality, I just don't think you can really say with be honest with yourself and not have recency bias and nostalgia hit you in the face. You got to say the Ruthless Aggression Era is better. That's just me. That's just my opinion.
Well, it was like I said, and I'll say this again. The Ruthless Aggression Era is better because it was the fine-tunement of the Attitude Era. It's where you have the finality of WCW, that sale being done with, the finality of ECW, and basically getting your roster to the way that you wanted to. And then you got all these young up and coming stars coming up. So you're building that next new generation, which is the Ruthless Aggression Era. So you have your mainstays that made it to the Attitude Era that are not too old, that can still do stuff like your Takers, your Shawn Michaels, your Triple H's, your Rocks, your Stone Colds, and things of that nature. And then you got your up and comers with your Batistas, your Brock Lesnar's, your John Cena's, your Randy Orton's, and
that whole OVW class.
Yeah. And then you got all your influx talent from WCW with Big Show and Guerrero and the whole Radicals group and Jericho and things of that nature. So it was, that time was more so of, all right, now let's form this out so we can sell properties of WWE and you guys become marketable now.
Right.
Let's make us some money.
Right.
And then now that's what we, and as I said, it ushered us to where we're at now.
Nice. On Netflix for $5 billion.
Exactly. Again, like by the time next year comes around, WWE will be on network TV, cable television, and streaming all at the same fucking time.
This is crazy.
They always have a monopoly somewhere. I might not want to say that out loud. Yeah, somebody gonna get mad and sue them now because they were like, "Oh shit, they just brought that to my attention."
Match of the week.
Ooh, that was a lot of. Hold on. I gotta grab my notes. Now that I've been like writing shit down, dude.
Look, it's funny when I do that too. So what I do is, if a match, if it really goes, I'm like, I put it in my notes and I go, and that's it's that match of the week. And if I keep watching and it changes, it goes up. I delete the match. I go, nope, this is not my match of the week no more.
This is the Villains Lounge book.
The Villains Lounge book?
Yeah, I've been taking notes. So this has all 9 episodes.
Look. hold on to that.
Format
And
and everything,
we'll put it in the Hall of Fame
right?
when we do one. We make our
All
Hall of Fame.
right. So
So
let's
yeah,
see.
match of the week. I got mine. I'll do mine. So look,
All right.
my match of the week. Look, I really liked it, and it's crazy. My match of the week is coming from Dynamite, which just hasn't been in a while. But Dax and Moxley tore
I
it.
heard that was good. I didn't get a chance to actually check it.
They
I heard it was
tore it.
good though.
They tore it. Like they didn't have to do that. I'm gonna go with that one as my match of the week. It was really really fun to watch, especially coming off of a Moxley that's what I'm gonna say Moxley overload per se, where it's like it's Moxley every week and it's the same thing. This was different, and I enjoyed it. So that's my match of the week.
Oh, okay. And so it looks like I'm gonna have a few honorable mentions here because I said I've seen a lot of wrestling this week. This is the thing for me. My first honorable mention, I'm gonna have to there's two from Impact. Jordan Grace versus Savannah Evans.
Yeah, that was my
Um, that was good. And the match 2 of the best of 3 series
look. So that was
between
my match.
ABC and Grizzled Young Vets.
I didn't want to say it because they were my match of the week last week, and I was like, nope, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna be fair. I'm gonna be fair. So I'm glad you said that because I wanted to put that out. Like, nope, I'm going to be something. I'm gonna be different. But yeah, no, that tag match, yeah,
My other
all day.
Yeah, my other two are going to be from NXT. This one kind of caught me by surprise and wasn't expecting the chemistry the way it was, and that's Carmelo Hayes and Joe Gacy from NXT. That I really enjoyed that.
The match is solid. The match is solid.
And then the main event, and I think it's the shock value too of the Wolf Dogs versus the family, the D'Angelo family for the tag team titles with the Wolf Dogs going over. I know that the Dusty Cup winners usually win, but it was one of those where it was like, oh, but he's getting ready to get signed to Raw SmackDown. You're not going to get it.
He sure did. He was on SmackDown last Friday.
SmackDown, like, oh shit, my bad. And I guess my top match of the week, I want to say it is from SmackDown, and ironically, it's the Miz and the Logan Paul match, the Elimination Chamber qualifier match. That was fire.
Logan Paul can work.
Yeah, no, that was fire. I really enjoyed the Selena Vega and Tiffany Stratton match, and this is because I love Tiffany Stratton. Like Tiffany Stratton, she is so crisp and clean. I will never not like her move. The way she executes everything is just crisp. But no, that Logan Paul and Miz match, like everything, like every part of it was great. And so and I'll talk more about that in my review.
Yeah, no, that Miz and Logan Paul match was really, really good. I want to go to comments because the comments a little bit.
Oh yeah, we definitely did. They're blowing up,
buzzing around. I want to make sure everybody gets their 2-piece, their 2 cent. Chaz, you remember the student had a $5 foot long shirt with the arrow pointing at his crotch? Wait, what? That happened at Randallstown? I mean, Randallstown, Ohio, high school. I don't remember that actually.
I've seen that shirt around.
Let's see this. I thought to compare the two wrestling is different political correctness. That's fair. Absolutely. You couldn't get away with some things that they did in the past. Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know.
No, you're definitely not gonna see any bikini contests on SmackDown.
Oh no, not anymore.
No,
that's a thing of the past.
Exactly.
I don't want to see one either.
Yeah,
but
birthing in hand. You know what? That might not be too far of. I think they'll still do. I think there's still a chance they could do that again. I don't.
Hold on. So you telling me if let's see, Bronson Reed.
Wait a minute.
And impregnates who looks as old as Mae Young. Sable.
All right.
You're not gonna say anything.
No,
Totally
unfortunately,
gonna
for the
just
impression
crap.
will be associated with Benoit. I will.
I don't
I
see
don't
that
think
as the
so
same.
because the simple fact is like even though for what as that period that Benoit was on top, it's only 4 months.
It's not that long, yeah.
It's
It's
all
a
that
short amount of
that
time.
WrestleMania thing from when he won the world title. Like if you just from WrestleMania up to when he lost it at SummerSlam, well, that's only like just the summer.
He was on that climb again though too, right before all that happened. He was
Well,
getting
right,
ready to win
yeah,
the
that's also. I mean,
ECW
that's true too. But
championship.
yeah, but still, I think
He was getting ready to win the ECW championship, dude.
that
That
don't mean.
weekend.
But that don't mean nothing. That like we don't sit up here and talk about and act like that ECW championship meant anything.
I mean,
Look
with
what
them
we say that right, but look what happened at that show. That show turned into NXT, the reality, the reality show.
Well, let's call a spade a space. It was NXT from the day that it started.
Well, that's fine too. That's absolutely true. It was a developmental show. It was absolutely. That's why they taped it. That's why they did it before SmackDown.
Exactly. So I mean, it is.
That's why they stopped. It stopped being a live show, and they taped it before SmackDown. Yeah, it became main event. It was main event.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
it was.
It's not. Yeah. So let's see. Attitude Era, Hitman versus HBK, Vinnie Mac versus Stone Cold DS Nation, Rock for Drake. Yep.
All that happened.
Yep. See KO and Dom. That match was good too.
That was really good.
Yes, sir.
That was really good.
That was you
But
know what?
Our truth had me dying.
I'm gonna star this comment. I don't know if that stars it on your end or whatnot. But
it does. It does. That was a good one. That's a good one.
Because that's a great match. NXT Tag Team Championship match is my match of the week. This is the Red Dog. Yeah. Did you ever think 5 years ago that you would have the Miz in the match of the week? 5 years? Yeah. You know what's crazy? Yes, because I was giving Miz praises 5 years when we first started the podcast. I was giving Miz praises, but I don't think I would have put him on my match of the week. Honestly, actually, you know what? No, I don't think I made him my match of the week, but I would definitely be giving him his flowers. I was giving Miz flowers since his program, since the whole when he beat Cena at WrestleMania. Yeah.
I want to say a little bit before then. For me, I've been fucking with Miz since he broke up with. It was a little bit before. I want to say about a year before he left Nitro. When they broke up from being at the tag team that they were. Like when they started the Dirt Sheet is when I became a fan of both of theirs and was really fucking with the Miz.
No, I
like hard.
Yes.
And so like it's like from that point forward, like I've always fucked with Miz.
Same. No,
so he deserves that match of the week. Him and Logan Paul put that work in.
Definitely. All right, let's go to our next final debate topic. Let's talk about it. All right. Let's talk about it. We talked about his vest. Okay. Damien's Damien's hottest wrestler of the week, the group, the family, Bloodline. Let's talk about that Bloodline promo. Let's talk about it. I'm okay. You know what? I'm just gonna come out and say it. It did its job. It got him heat, but that promo ain't make a lick of sense.
Oh no, I know. Of course it didn't.
It ain't make a lick of sense.
I ain't gonna lie.
He said, like, first of all, he tried to use his little and I've seen this here, his Cody Crybaby catchphrase in there. At this point, it doesn't make sense, okay? But he has to face story. Yes, he has to face story because he did earn the right to face Roman Reigns, you douchebag. Yes, he did. Okay, he spent 15 minutes degrading Salt Lake City. And I was a little upset. I was like, you know what? I know someone who lives in that area. And he's a nice guy.
Okay. That's why I didn't show it to the show because I wasn't
exactly. That's why I was thinking about you, and I was like, you know what? Damien's not that bad of a person, and he doesn't have herpes, and he's not a fatty. He's actually quite fit for his age.
Yeah, but the messed up part about it is some of the stuff he said was a bit true.
Anyway, that's not the point. The point of the matter is,
the
it was a nostalgia trip. It was stupid. It was a waste of time. All for what? This could have been a Twitter video. This could have been a social media. This could have been a segment. And
I don't know that. I thought it was hilarious. Dude.
It was funny. I mean, it's The Rock. The Rock is funny.
Maybe it's because I was drunk.
Oh my god!
I thought it was hilarious. Dude, I don't know why. It made no sense, and it made him sound like
an idiot, a dummy. And then what is this?
A drunk with that I thought was hilarious too.
He's in the wrong company. Bang bang scissor gang. I'm sorry, wrong company. Wrong company.
Maybe his thumb doesn't work properly.
Like the same way his abs don't work properly, and why he can't get abs.
That's probably true too.
Anyway, go ahead. So go ahead. I thought it was stupid. Again, he's doing stupid. He told me to sit back and enjoy the ride, and I sat back and I'm enjoying the ride, but this was stupid.
I didn't say it made a lick of sense.
Stupid.
But
could have been a segment that could have been in Nick Aldis's office. They could have did that in Nick Aldis' office and got the same. Let Rock talk about Nick Aldis being from across the pond, making a bunch of British jokes. That would have got over real fine. Like, waste of time. We could have you could have put Bianca Belair in a match or something. Give me another women's match or another match or something in that segment. Like, get out of here, man. Dumb. Waste of time.
Look, the women had 2 segments on there.
So they could have had 3. They were good. Guess what? SmackDown was a good show to the end.
The NXT had 3 women's segments on there. So
exactly.
did TNA. Not Dynamite, but but anyway, as I was saying, it was funny to see the delusional millionaire / board member be completely delusional and out of touch. That's kind of the way that I read it, that he is just completely delusional and out of touch, that he does not give a rat's ass about what anybody feels, and this is what he thinks and what he feels. So that's kind of how I took it, which I felt, I guess, is why it tickled me a lot more. For me, it was more from my entertainment, and then also laughing at his funny ass vest. But I digress. It was, like you said, it served its purpose.
Yeah, it got him heat.
It served its purpose. It got him heat. And it
joined
got
the bloodline officially.
it gave him the official bloodline. Oh. Now, my question to you is, who turns on who first? Who's more shallow? And so, who's more shallow? And hold on, what's that word I'm looking for? Paranoid.
Roman.
You think Roman's more shallow?
I think Roman turned. So I think we go. I think we do the tag team match. I do believe that. I do think we do the tag match night 1, and then we do Roman and Cody night 2. I think Rock tries to help, right, in the match, and he goes, "Stop! That's why we lost last night. I don't need I got this. I'm the tribal chief."
Oh, and that puts a sore spot in the Rock's his little gullet, and then he Roman the match and gives Cody the W.
Yeah,
I can see
that.
Oh,
no, I don't think no. That's not the finish. That's the false. It's WrestleMania. Don't you? You don't know wrestling now.
I'm just saying.
That's not the finish. That's the false. That's the second falsy. We got 2 more, brother. Main event.
My ass would have been going home.
What are you talking about?
Now we're going home.
2024. Finishers only work once you hit 3 of them.
All right,
you play SmackDown, shut your mouth. Infinite finishers, brother.
That's why I always store mine. You always store 2.
Oh my gosh, that's what I think. I think that's how this plays out. I could be completely wrong. It could be Rock. It could be Rock.
Yeah.
It could be Rock. Rock could turn on to be the one to do that. I don't know. I do believe we're going to get the tag match. I do think so.
Oh yeah, no, we definitely.
I just don't. I put in. I forgot someone else said it, but it was a good point. You don't have the Rock here fully, and he's able to wrestle for WrestleMania and not have him wrestle.
You could.
I just and like somebody had to get the point. Well, can he wrestle? I said, well, if he couldn't, do you think Rock would have like if the plan was going to originally, if it was going to be Rock and Roman, do you think he was going to do a 40-minute main event match with Roman, his cousin, his bloodline, his family, all right, and not be able to do it? Like,
fuck no, it looked like an ass.
And may not make him look stupid, but make Roman look stupid, and make the company look stupid.
Right.
Hard to believe. So that's what I think is gonna happen. That's just me. But yeah, the promo, it served its purpose. It got him heat. It joined the bloodline. It said he's gonna make sure he's gonna do he's gonna do everything in his power to make sure that Roman Reigns, still remains champion. But
I gave it 3 axe handles.
You gave that 3 axe handles?
Yeah, I gave it 3 axe handles. I enjoyed it. I told you. It served its purpose. It made me laugh. I'm just saying.
Yes, it was one of Rock's really good promos. He looked out of place. Everybody got a hoodie on. That man wearing that $500 Versace vest on. Get out of here. Get out of here. What's funny? I was thinking that too. And I was like, you know what? It's because he is so world renowned and loved by everyone outside of wrestling. And it's hard to see him as a bad guy. Because at first I was like, and you could tell the idiots from Utah they call him inbreds and their cousins and brothers, sisters. And they're cheering. Yeah, I'm an inbred. Like, look at I hate these crazy folks.
Again, as I said before, he wasn't far off. So, I mean, you can't blame them for admitting to the truth.
That should have kicked off SmackDown. I agree.
Yes, I agree.
I agree.
That should have definitely kicked off SmackDown.
I thought the funny thing is this. I thought I turned on SmackDown probably like 15 minutes late. So I thought I had missed it. And I thought they were gonna start it. I thought I missed it. I thought they would start it off, but then I went, oh yeah. And then I saw this like, oh, tonight. And I was like, okay. They didn't. They're like, oh duh, make you watch all SmackDown to watch The Rock. I got you. Get it.
That was Rob.
Yeah, Solo is turning first. See, I thought about that. I've said that. I've always said that till Rock joined. I was with that. I believe that before it was The Rock.
Well, yeah, definitely.
Before The Rock showed up.
I'm sorry, Solo from day one's got that I don't trust you face. No.
Oh yeah.
Like he's one of those you got to keep in your back pocket, but keep in your back pocket.
I think Rock is setting up reins and really going to help Cody. Now that's a cool swerve to be like, yeah,
they've been in cahoots the whole entire time.
The whole entire time.
Doesn't that make Cody kind of an underhanded snake in the grass?
Look, because guess what? You would go with Roman had it coming.
Roman did it first.
Yeah, Roman had it coming.
Did I deserve to be curb stomped on a center block?
Absolutely.
Wow. Alrighty.
Roman's ego won't be able to control his paranoia. He turns on Rock. I don't know why you even try to question. Yeah. Except for the RKO, only been 1 or 2. That's fair. Yeah, RKO is heavily protected. That's true.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Rock and Cena won. Yeah. So are you saying that the Utah family trees don't fork?
No, it's a straight line.
Especially if the other Fatu is coming in. Yeah, and like that's the rumor going around that Jacob Fatu is coming. I've been hearing it a lot. I don't know if he is. Then sure, I can see Solo turning, but then I also see Rock saying, "You got your ooze, I got my ooze." Now come at me, bro. You want a bloodline civil war? Yeah, nah. We've just Rock come in. You've reached the end game.
The part about it is they got enough family members that they could do a whole civil war,
Absolutely. They absolutely
like storyline.
Hell yeah.
Without anybody else involved.
Correct.
Just keep members of the family.
Absolutely could. Absolutely. Rikishi can still go.
Yeah, he can still go.
So, yeah. Let's just say this. Okay. I'm enjoying the ride of The Rock and Cody, Romans, this whole thing. I'm not shitting on it yet. Okay. Give me about halfway into March. Then ask me where we're going when we're like 3 weeks away. And if I'm still enjoying myself, because by then we'll have some more things. I'm waiting for Cody to smack the piss out of Rock, because Rock's got to have it. Cody got to get his lick back now, and he's got to get his lick back before Mania. So I'm hoping
that is true.
I'm hoping he gets his lick back in Australia. That would make my day. That'll be a great morning to start the morning. Seeing Cody get his lick back on Rock. I'm also curious to see how this Australia crowd reacts to a heel Rock.
Well, oh yeah, they might like him.
They might. Who knows? I guess we'll see, right?
And Restless fans have gotten smarter now.
Yeah, that's true.
And they're able to see a lot more what's going on. It's not like it was back in the day where it was like, they didn't see what was going on in the States at all. So they had no idea.
That's true. So, all right, I got let's see here. Let's go.
All right.
Dumbass of the week.
Who was it?
So make sure for all our live viewers and our listeners, make sure you go vote. All right, at 3count_pod. I'm gonna give you 60 seconds to go right now. Okay, don't worry. We're gonna wait 60 seconds. If you need to close app and go to Twitter real quick, if you can't minimize us and still listen, we'll stall for 60 seconds so you can go on Twitter. 3count_pod. It's the number 3. All right, so you can go vote on who should be the dumbass of the week. All right, you got 45 seconds left to go vote. So if you haven't done so, go do that. And while for those of you who already voted or you're not going to vote because you want to be a rebel and not participate and not have fun, make sure you follow us on Twitter and on Instagram, Threads, TikTok, 3countpod. And also, I forgot to mention and then give all our people who are watching us on the Infinite Plus Network. Yeah, it don't sound right without Cliff. I'm not.
No, Cliff does it a lot better. I'm
not gonna do that ever again.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, that was terrible. Yeah, absolutely terrible. I apologize. I absolutely apologize. But all right, here we go. 10 seconds left to vote. All right, on who should be the dumbass of the week. Trying to think. Also, while we're here, make sure you check out Now Into the Ring Tuesdays and Thursdays. New episodes dropping, interviews. Go check those out. The Villains Lounge. All right, daily. All right, check those out every night. Right, get your news. Get your biased opinions. All right, from Damien and whoever shows up. So definitely do that. And let's go. Damien's dumbass of the week.
What you got?
Oh wow. All right, 60%. You know what? I'm gonna start at the bottom. It's a tie for last.
Oh, okay.
20% Tony Khan, 20% Text the Teen Dream.
Oh, okay.
And with a whopping 60%, Sammy Guevara.
Oh, poor Sammy. Poor Sammy. I showed my wife that video, and all she did was go, "Oh God, why is he still wrestling?"
The crazy thing is this: I saw the clip, and I didn't get to. I saw it once and didn't go look back because I was like in the middle of like in transition at work, so I didn't get to really take a good look at it. I was watching the match. Was that Friday night? Yes, Friday night. I ended up falling asleep right when the match started. And so I didn't get to watch it. So I'm gonna. I wanted to watch it yesterday, but I also was on the road yesterday, so I really couldn't watch it. And then when you're in the car with Cliff's gonna talk you to death, which is fun because there's so many different conversations that go on and so much knowledge that is dropped. But so I didn't get to watch it, but I'm gonna watch it actually when we get off of here. I'm gonna go watch it because I want to see the clip. I want to see like the actual live, like the the broadcast version. And so. I'm gonna watch it and then I'm gonna tweet from the 3 Count podcast my reaction. I'm gonna put a GIF of my reaction after that. So be on the lookout for that in about the next hour or so to see that tweet, guys. On what my reaction to the broadcast version of this incident. But Sammy Guevara gets your dumbass of the week for my podcast listeners. We're catching this on Monday. If you're listening on your morning commute or whenever you listen to us, you can still vote. All right, you got till about 8 o'clock, really. Yep, 8 o'clock tonight on Monday to get your vote in. And for the live Chaz and Friend episode, Sammy Guevara is the dumbass of the week. And I should probably say like who actually won for last week, right? I should probably start. Oh, I forgot. I didn't do the tweet last week. So I wasn't on.
Cliff did it.
You did? Oh, yes. Oh,
who won?
Anthem won.
Anthem for dropping that ball.
Yes.
Oh God, I forgot. I should have put them back on there this week for trying to like lie again.
Yeah. Anthem is the one with 56%.
I should have given them the
Tony Khan. Look, Tony Khan and IWC tied with 22%. Jericho got 0. That's crazy. Tony Khan has been sneaking his way on not winning his award.
Hey, look, he's
been tying every time. Yeah,
he's trying to stay under the radar. I don't blame him.
So, all right, folks. Thank you. If you reached the end of this episode, my PlayStation users, you get a trophy. My Xbox users, you get an achievement, and my PC users, you get a virus. Sorry, not sorry.
At least I didn't get one last week.
Good, congratulations. But you got one this week. Thank you for checking us out. Hopefully next week. No, you won't see me.
Oh, it's gonna be me and Cliff again?
It will be you and Cliff because I am booked.
I gotcha.
I am booked.
I know we're getting ready to come up on that. Shit, I got like less than a month to that.
Yep.
Show up in Maine.
Yep. So
we got that coming too. A live podcast,
live Villains Lounge,
Chaz and Friends Villains Lounge, and all kinds of other goodies on March 15th.
We're doing our own little Starcade in a sense.
Kinda. I'm going to be probably interviewing a bunch of faces.
Interview me
as I'll interview you. I don't mind. But
okay.
He's a super villain.
Can I tell you who not to interview?
Who's that?
TJ Sykes.
Oh, I can't promise anything.
Well, then I'm going to interrupt his interview. Then I don't let you know if you do interview. I'm going to interrupt him and I'm going to smack him in the face.
Look. The rules on the Villains Lounge is there is no rules.
Exactly. I know.
Unless I make it up on the spot.
Cool. Don't make up any rules on the spot.
Those rules are only to protect me.
On that note, folks, thank you for checking us out. Okay. Cliff would say, Kawhi. I'm just gonna say, watch another episode.
Praise, and I don't like y'all.
Hey guys, it's the host of the 3 Count, Chaz Evans here. Make sure to let you know that I don't run shit, I don't do shit, I just talk shit. And make sure you subscribe to our podcast. What else did you do? You should also follow us on all social medias. That's the Facebook at 3 Count Podcast, the Instagram at 3 Count Pod, and the Twitter at 3count_pod. Also, if you like us a lot, you should definitely buy a t-shirt at prowrestlingtees.com/3countpod, and that's the number 3. Don't be an idiot and type in THREE, because you're not going to find anything. So make sure you follow us at 3Count Pod or 3Count_pod on Twitter and buy a shirt. Be there or be somewhere else.